Live from the Q1043 Lynch Law Firm studios.
Brad Blanks, our friend from Australia, is here with us. You are going to do reports for us when the NFL plays that game.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. That's right. It's get an Aussie to report on America's great game. Yeah,
What is,
I love
way to do it.
what is that? Steelers 49ers?
No, Rams 49ers.
That's right.
Rams 49ers.
It's perfect. I'll be there in Melbourne, Australia. I'll be right there. The MCG, it holds 100,000 people. They reckon they're going to squeeze 105,000 people into this stadium, and so it's the second game of the season, and I'll be calling in from Melbourne to report on a NFL game
amazing.
for you. Crazy.
But don't many Australians consider NFL football kind of a sissy sport?
No. We've grown to love it. Only over the last.
Really?
But you're right. We go no pads in rugby and rugby league.
Well,
and
but there's
Aussie rules.
Australian rules
Yes.
football,
That's
which is
right.
like...
Yeah. Which is crazy. You don't know when you're going to get hit in that. You get hit from behind. You get hit sideways. But we really have grown to love NFL over the last 25 years. So we can't wait to watch the Rams and 49ers.
Okay, and you brought along your son today, a very, very special young man who just accomplished something that goes, well, beyond special.
That's right. Harvey, Harvey Ennals.
Yep, I'm happy to be here. It was a bit of a crazy journey I just accomplished. I walked 200 miles across England. And
Wait.
Jeez.
So
He just says it matter of factly.
Wait.
Do
Harvey,
that all the time.
Harvey, how old are you?
I'm 17.
You're 17 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, and you walked 200 miles, you said, across England. That meant from coast to coast.
Yep.
In England, from the west coast to the east coast.
Exactly.
And you walked.
Walked the whole way.
Yeah.
Why?
Through farmland, cliffs, rocks, all of it. Over all of it.
That's amazing.
Why I did it? Honestly, I thought it'd be a good experience for me and Dad.
Wait. Dad did it too?
Oh, yeah, me and Dad. Well, I wasn't going to do it alone. I had to bring a victim with me.
Talk about paternal love.
Yeah, Jim.
You know, your son says, I want to walk 200 miles across England. Sure, I'll do it.
Brutal. And
It was a bit more his idea than mine, and I said, "Let's do it, Dad. Let's go all in."
so it was about 9 months ago. I've always wanted to do this walk. My wife's, his parents did it, right? They did it, about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And
they said, "Oh, Harvey, you'll be fine. You'll survive."
So this is a fundraising walk,
Yes. So I did it in union with CPARF, which is a cerebral palsy charity I've been working with for about 10 years. And the reason I'm working with them is because I myself have cerebral palsy. So it's a bit crazy that I'm walking across England because, getting down the street is even a struggle, all the cracks and bumps in the sidewalk, I think, is a bit crazy. And then I decided to walk across the country,
A whole country.
Yeah. He said, the poor kid, we've been walking him to school, since he was a little boy here in Manhattan. You've tripped over once a day on New York City sidewalks.
Easily.
And then one day he said, Dad, I'm going to walk across England with you. And I said, oh, geez, Harvey. And then I'm in the deep end for walking across England. So,
Well, I decided I got to get some good training in, got to get ready for this walk because I thought it was farmland and stuff. So I'm like, why don't I walk around Central Park? So I do my 13-mile walk around, the Brooklyn Bridge and all of that. I'm like, I'm ready. 9 miles, 13 miles. This is going to be easy. Then I land in England on that first day, and we start going, and I start going up a hill. And it's not a hill, it's a mountain. I mean, I'm climbing up a cliffside. I have to put my poles, in my hands. Walking poles, and I have to fully do some rock climbing. I'm like, I didn't sign up for this. This wasn't on the brochure. I mean, come
I know.
on.
I'm just picturing flat,
beautiful.
serene English countryside.
maybe some Beatles music in the background.
Exactly.
Stonehenge,
Yeah, Stonehenge. It's all nice and flat, farmland, seeing sheep and cows. No. I was going up mountains. I felt like an Everest hiker, the wind, the storm. I was like, oh my goodness.
We thought we were going to die that day.
So it rained?
Oh, it rained a lot. England is a very wet country, and it's not enjoyable when you're walking. Everything just gets soaked by the end of the day. Your shoes, you're just walking in a puddle.
Was it just the two of you, or did you have a guide?
No,
or was it
just the two of us.
Wow.
Yeah, and then you'd meet people along the way, and really nice people, And then they'd go missing, and you'd be like, "Oh, geez, I hope they're all right." Well, how are we beating them? They look like athletes.
What,
We're
just like walking around with you?
Yeah.
How did you plot the course? Yeah.
Well, no, this was the hardest part because Dad decided to just bring an old map, like a paper map, to try and figure it out. I'm like, Dad, I don't think that's gonna work in this age of
Is
technology.
this up to date?
So he's like, Harvey, I got this. I'm a professional orienteer, I swear.
It's from a gas station
got
from
it.
'94 from
And
England.
he pulls out this map and he's like, I think we have to go this way. I think this way is west. I think we tacked on like an
Oh
extra
my
20
gosh.
miles to our whole journey.
Yeah. Well,
Due to wrong
I took a
turns.
wrong turn after the first mile. Ended up in a field with stone, fences, and I thought we'll just jump over these stone fences. In England, you can't jump over stone fences. Let me tell you.
Yeah, it's
so we're
stone
locked
fences.
in wheat fields. How do we get out of here?
It's stone fences and barbed wire. I mean, I didn't know how Dad was expecting me to jump over.
Yeah, that's right.
I was like, Dad, this is a bit dangerous. What would Mom think, you know?
How many wrong turns were there?
Oh, yeah, there were a few. I
Ooh,
think
there were a few.
I think we might have-
heated arguments as well
Yeah.
that came with it.
heated arguments.
So you created a fundraiser for the walk,
Yep.
Harvey, and this money that's raised goes to CP research.
Yes, CP research, early detection, and assistive technology for kids and adults with cerebral palsy.
You know, Geraldo Rivera did a lot of work
Oh, he did.
in
Wow.
in that area with
Oh, right.
UCP here in
Oh, that's good to know.
in the United
Yeah.
States, and just your everyday activity, just getting up, walking around, going to school, stuff
Yeah.
like that. There are some difficulties that you've
Oh, 100%.
all your life pretty much had to deal with. That
You know, the sidewalk is kind of my best friend. We always end up next to each other as I fall down onto the street. But, you know, it makes me stronger, I think. You know, the scars tell a story. But that's why I know it's a bit crazy that I did this walk, but it's kind of rewarding. When I look back, I'm happy to be done, but it definitely changed my life a little bit over those 12 days.
how long did it take you?
12 days total, and I was doing about 15 to 20 miles a day.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, he was just,
So,
and he was
it
grinding
was
away.
intense.
So it was tough as a dad to watch him do it, but we plugged each other on and
Yep.
spurred each other on.
My
and-
ankles are still a bit swollen, but you know, that's all part of it.
It's Brad and Harvey.
Sorry, Jim, to give you the
Our-
swallowed ankle
No,
chat.
I need to know about this. Are here with us in the morning to talk about the really amazing and magnificent
Thank you.
accomplishment. And we'll be right back. I'm looking at the photos on your website here of the walk across an entire nation.
Oh, it's a great photo.
See
Brad,
these pictures?
Yeah.
Brad, how was it though for you at the end? He's your son.
Yeah.
Went through everything. You've seen him grow up, and now he's. There was times where he had trouble hanging out with other kids.
Yeah, it was quite emotional at the end. He didn't want to get. Obviously, he's not emotional. He's quite angry at me the last 4 miles, and but I sort of stepped away from him, had my moment. Very proud of him because every day we just get up and keep grinding. You don't think you're stringing together 200 miles, and to have watch him. I've walked with him all over New York City for the last 17 years, and it's tough. He's got to watch himself, but he still moves like a slow ninja. But he's but he pulls it off, and he gets around. But it was emotional. I'm very proud of him coming into that final stretch as we came into this Robin Hood's Bay, this little smuggler's cove in England, Jim. It was beautiful. And we got there and we threw our pebble in the water that we'd carried across England with it, which is part of the tradition, and then we went for a swim in very cold water.
Yep. I mean, it was very cold, but it felt rewarding. You know?
And you are your dad's an Australian. You're a New Yorker.
Yep, New Yorker all the way.
Yeah. Where'd you go to school?
I went to PS 116, and then I've been moving around schools. But born in Mount Sinai, I've lived in the city my whole life, and I wouldn't want to have it any other way.
All right. Now, you, of course, did this walk 200 miles across England over a 2-week period, and it wasn't just walking for an adventure, it was walking to raise money.
New Yorker taking on the wilderness is a bit strange, so I decided, you know what, let's make it special, and I've been working with CPARF, it's charity, for about 10 years, and so I decided to raise money during my walk.
And even though you've completed the walk, people can still donate.
They can,
So
yep.
please tell us how.
So on my Instagram, where I posted a daily video of my journey, trying to make funny videos, it's at harvey.ennals is the Instagram.
Spell that.
Harvey is Harvey.
That one we
Yep.
got.
And then .ennals is ENNALS.
Okay.
It's in my Instagram bio, the link to donate. It's right there when you pull up the page, and you guys can watch all my videos of my crazy walk across the nation.
Well, congratulations to you.
Yeah, well done.
Okay, Harvey Ennals.
Yep.
Hang on just 1 second. I have to have a little word with your father.
Right, yeah.
I thought your name was really Brad Blank.
Yeah, well, typical radio stuff 26 years ago when I turned up there at your old station, PLJ, and I immediately got my name changed on day one.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
You know how it works, Jim.
Okay, so let's go through the name again.
Yep. Harvey.ennals. Harvey.ennals.
Okay,
On
at
Instagram.
On Instagram.
All right.
Yep.
Thank you, Harvey. Congratulations
Thank you,
to
Jim.
you.
Well done.
Yeah,
That is
way to
awesome.
go.
Yeah,
That's
awesome.
amazing.
Thanks, Trev. Thanks, Jim.
Absolutely
Thanks,
awesome.
Chris.
I can't do 2 miles down the block, Jim. 200 in England. Jeez.